So this morning we are going to try this pin, the no sweat chemical-free way to remove labels and glue residue from your jars. So let me take you to my jars. Okay, so I have these two right now, a Prego jar and a Korean barbecue jar that I thought, oh, maybe I'll just keep them and see if this thing works, and then I can use them to store stuff. So they still have water. They still have water in them because I have already washed them out. I just washed them out, but that's part of it anyway. You kind of have to soak it in water to get the paper stuff off. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll be back and show you what it, you know, with all that glue residue that's left over. So I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so we're down to one jar actually, because this Prego jar came clean all by itself. So it had some paper stuck to it, but then when I ran it under the hot water, it just kind of like melted off. So that's done. Now this Korean barbecue one wasn't too bad because, I don't know if you can see, but most of the jar, they use this like plasticky label, and the only part that was stuck down was a strip along here. But I tried the hot water and I tried scrubbing it, but it's still stuck. So let's see what this kind of adhesive, how it will come off with whatever this procedure is, this method of getting that stuff off. So here we go. Okay, so we're going to do equal parts, more or less. I'm just eyeballing this. Olive oil. And there's not a lot of that glue, so I'm not going to put a whole lot. So I think that's about a tablespoon, I want to say. And then some baking soda. Okay, so just a little bit of baking soda. And you're supposed to mix this all up. And I think they say you can use any oil. So it kind of becomes a paste, I guess. Hold on, let me check it out here. Rub the paste all over, left it on for a few minutes. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So here's the jar. Let's replace that. Okay, so you could see that glue right here. Yeah. Just smear it on. Make sure, I'm going to try to make sure to get all the oil at least all over it. And I think the baking soda is supposed to act as an abrasive to scrub it off later. So I got it mostly on there. Okay, covering all the glue. There really wasn't much, thankfully. So I'm going to let that sit. Will it stay? Okay. I'll let it sit for a bit and then be back in a few minutes, I guess, and see what happens. Okay, we're back. So I actually turned my stopwatch on and I waited, 5 minutes. Okay, stop that. It's about 5 minutes now. So next step is it says, took a soft cloth, started wiping the paste away. So let's see what happens. I just have a microfiber cloth here that I'm gonna kind of use. Let's see if you can see. Please work. Okay. And this glue really was super tacky. Super tacky. Okay. Actually, ooh. Just taking a little bit of elbow grease. Let me finish doing this and then I'll show you exactly what the results are. Okay. Be back in a sec. Okay. So you can see I did have to put a little bit of pressure on the jar, but it came off. Now, the only part of this that obviously didn't was this vinyl stuff or plastic. I don't know what they put on that label because, you know, the olive oil can't penetrate plastic. So I'm going to have to like scrape this off, I guess, and then finish it. But honestly, this worked. It worked on this glue anyhow. So I'm going to work on getting that vinyl stuff off. But I would give it a try. I mean, you've got probably olive oil and baking soda hanging out in your pantry, so why not? I would go for this first. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with that. I mean, it's not the neatest thing, but certainly it's no chemicals and stuff. And like I said, as I was cleaning it, I was just putting a little bit of pressure with my thumb as I cleaned it. It dries off kind of flaky. But yeah, this is the texture I used. It really got to like a paste. It wasn't goopy or anything. So go for it. I would say give it a try, and hopefully it works for you guys as well. Let me know if you try it, if it works, and hopefully it works on most of those glues. Super duper quick update before I go. So that little bit that still had the plastic label on it, I scraped it off a little bit with my fingers that the glue was exposed, and then because I was impatient, I wanted to see if just the paste itself would work without having to let it sit. And it did. So I think the combination of having the baking soda in there along with the oil really helps to get all that glue off. So there you go.